Hey guys, welcome back to the Sanctuary. So it's day 4 of Sideshow's 12 Days of Sideshow, and we're getting a variant of this piece. This is the Harley Hell on Wheels that came out a few years ago. A really nice piece. They're going to do a variant of this with the classic Jester costume. And one of the questions I have is, will they use the Jester portrait from the original, or are we going to get a new portrait more akin to their more kind of grotesque line of Batman villains that we had with Poison Ivy and the Penguin and the upcoming Riddler? This is a great piece. People had some problems with it. Some people didn't like the base. That's going to be replaced in the new variant. It looks to be red and black like her costume. Maybe it's a stage. It's hard to say what it is, but it's not this roller rink that we had on the original. I don't mind this base. I do wish that they had done a light up feature here instead of trying to make it look like a light up feature without actually doing it. I think that really would have set this piece off and made it even better than it already is. So we'll get, instead of this kind of sexy modern costume, which I think looks great, we'll get the classic Jester. It appears that the pose is identical. In what little we saw, we only got to see, her left leg to about here. So what's not clear to me from the tease is whether we're going to get the jacket or not. I don't know if they're going to leave that off completely or just change up the colors so you don't have that blue interior. The outside is already kind of Jester colors, so they're okay there. So they could keep the jacket or they could leave the jacket. I kind of hope they keep it. It's one of the really nice features of the original. I was really surprised that they were able to sculpt it and make it look as good as it does. The mallet appears to be exactly the same. I love the over-the-shoulder look that she has. So my question for you is, will this variant be different enough to make you hit that pre-order button? And for those of you who own this original, might you buy the variant to go alongside it? I could see, this with the more modern costume going right alongside the Jester costume. And my other question is, will there be an unmasked portrait, and will it be the same as the original or new? So let's take a look at that unmasked portrait. Okay, so in my mind, this is one of Sideshow's best female portraits ever. It's just beautiful, and I love how her bangs hanging down only kind of gives us a hint of her eyes. We kind of have to look a little closer to see her eyes. I love that. And just the sculpt of the hair looks really good. I think that they could keep it and just skip the dye of the blue and the red and just keep it all blonde for the Jester version, for the variant. I think that would work just fine. Now, if they did that, you're not getting the new take on Batman villains, that more grotesque line that I mentioned earlier. This would be just the same portrait. I don't know if they're going to do that. It would kind of surprise me if we got a new portrait. That doesn't happen a lot with variants. Seems to be a different color, different costume, that sort of thing. But you never know. Sideshow could surprise us. Maybe we'll get the original 2 plus a new 3rd. I mean, I really don't know. But I think a lot of people are going to be happy that there's a new base. It's going to be fun to see. To be honest, I'm really curious. I'm sort of tempted to get both. I really have enjoyed this piece over the years. So I could display her with this unmasked portrait and then display the new one with the Jester portrait side by side. So the pose would be the same, but everything else would be different. The costume would be totally different. The portraits would be different. The base would be different. Just the same pose. So that's very tempting. This, of course, is Will Harbottle, one of my favorite sculptors. When I interviewed him a few years ago, he told me he prefers the Jester portrait, which really surprised me. This is so beautiful. But he liked the Jester portrait. He thought it was really fun. So let me know, guys, what are you going to do? Are you in the market for this variant? Or if you own this one, are you happy to stick with this one? Or are you just done with Harley? Have there just been too many Harleys? There have been a lot. I know that Sideshow has another one. Was it Neon Dream that they announced a while back that they haven't even revealed yet? And here they are revealing a variant of this piece. So I know it can be frustrating during 12 days if we get a variant. I'm just happy, to be honest, that we have a 12 days this year. If you remember 2 years ago, we were all expecting 12 days to happen right up until midnight, and nothing happened. They had canceled 12 days, which was really, really frustrating for me. It's an event that I really enjoy, probably my favorite Sideshow event of the year. But last year we got 12 premium formats, which was insane. And this year we're off to a pretty good start with Archangel, Beetlejuice, that Darth Vader print, and now this Harley variant. So let me know what you guys think and what your plans are. Maybe everyone just needs to wait for the full reveal before deciding what to do. But I like variants. I don't know. I'm weird that way. So let me know what you guys think. And by the way, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.